I'm gonna go live.
Cool.
All right, I think we should be out. All right, we should be live. Woof, man, that was that was a rocky start. I think since that we had in a minute.
Yeah.
I
Oof. Man. Yeah, bro.
oh oh right, it was the chapter. Oh, okay. So I did read the My Hero chapter. I just read the scans. I think I was already on a roll because the One Piece scans dropped like 2 weeks early. I was like,
Yeah.
no way, no way, TCB, dude, that's impressive.
Mm.
That's got to be a
Yeah, I don't
record.
know. They be stealing the pages off of like the mangaka's desk and then like, hold on, I need to upload these real quick. Um, yeah.
It's like I haven't finished inking it yet. No problem. We'll finish for you.
Yeah, we got it. Horikoshi, Oda, chill out. The
Bro,
fans need this.
bro, they
The fans
fucking.
need this.
I've always said it, bro. Like they pay like TCB paid off Freddy Krueger to just only take leaks from Oda's brain. So like
Let's see.
if he even thinks the words one or peace anywhere close to each other, just let us know.
Hmm. We got you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Damn, Black
But
Clover's on a bit of a hiatus. 14 more days until the next chapter.
whoop whoop. Thank God. Cook. I
Damn.
mean, no, no. So sad. So sad. What's up, chat? How are y'all doing today?
Oh, hey guys. Welcome to the greatest podcast on earth.
Like we were just conversating as if we were not like live right now.
Yeah, I
Very funny. Very funny.
because I was already mid
Um,
search about this week's chapter, and I was like, there's no fucking way. But yeah, very
yeah.
light week for chapters. I don't think Blue Lock dropped this week either. We
No,
checked. Yeah,
I've been desperately searching.
same here.
No new Blue Lock chapter.
Yeah,
It's been rough, bro. It's been rough.
it has.
I will say though, the My Hero chapter is pretty good. I can speak to that at least. I think it was a solid chapter. Outside of that though, just for all those that are coming in and kind of wondering what's going on, the main event of this episode is going to be me and Creams going head to head, trying to draft like the best starting 11 Blue Lock characters. So there have been some videos on YouTube about it where someone's trying to create the perfect team. And while we are trying to technically do that, we are going to be going up against each other trying to draft the better team. So that I think that's going to be pretty fun. It's gonna definitely be interesting. It's probably going to speak a lot towards which characters we think are better and what type of structure we think works best. I don't know if I even told Creams this, but like things like character and chemistry are going to be taken into account.
Hmm.
So if you decide to put Shido and Ren on the same team, that's your problem. You got to figure that out. So it's gonna be basically, if we're trying to, if me and Creams are in the finals, right? We're, for the World Cup, right? Greatest team on earth. This is who we're basically trying to draft out
Hmm.
of Blue Lock characters. The characters that are going to be exempt are, I think we said the professionals basically. So
Yeah.
no Loki, no Noel Noah, no
But the what are they called? The 11s, fucking the new Gen 11.
yeah.
They're
So I
they're
think
they're
I
on the
think
table.
yeah.
Yeah.
So think Kaiser, think Psy, think
Hmm.
those type of characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
New Generation World 11 is
Yeah.
who they are. So
Um.
basically, just ignore, like, you can ignore Noel,
Mhm.
you can ignore Loki, and you can basically ignore like those pros that if they're a master or they have the 3 minute swap in feature, they're not going to be valid. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pick Noel, Noah, Chris, and Loki as like three of my starters. But yeah, I think it should be a fun stream. I think it should be fun. I think it should be fun.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Can you send me over the tier list you made? So,
Yeah, I didn't make a tier list, but
oh,
let's see. I'll
wait.
grab the tier list.
How,
What? What's
how,
up?
how did you make the one you showed me?
You don't think there's a Blue Lock character tier list on tier list maker,
Oh,
buddy?
I mean, I can just make it. Like I can just replicate
I
it.
mean, I think we have one already. We've sent it to you. You remember that 9 hour stream, buddy, where we had Blue Lock
Bro, if you
characters?
think I'm going to scroll up in our chat, like, you're
You sent it
insane.
in a chat where we had like 5 people, bro. I promise you, you're gonna be okay. And I got it already.
Oh,
Like
okay. Just forward it to me.
It is like, I said I'm not scrolling up that far in chat. Meanwhile, it took like 2 seconds. I'm sick.
I guess I'm just not built like that, bro. I don't know. That might be a shortcoming for me. This,
Obviously. Yeah. But yeah, like y'all playing fantasy soccer? Yes, basically.
Emphasis on fantasy.
Yeah. Is this just Blue Lockers of the whole world? Yeah, it's going to be. So I think we wanted to involve characters like Sai. I almost said Sai and Itoshi, Sai and Kaiser, because they are kind of interacting with Blue Lockers on a more like we've seen them play up against each other and they seem to be in the same dimension, so it's not too crazy. But like any of the masters where you get like the 3-minute swap in, those guys are basically going to be exempt here. So yeah, outside of those guys, everybody's fair game though.
Okay.
I know Creams is going to be vying for Igaguri off rip, so I'm going to try to prevent that pick if I can. No, but before we get into that, did you want to quickly talk about the chapters, or if there's anything you had to say about My Hero or anything like that?
Yeah. My Hero's chapter was good. I actually liked that Todoroki's mom came in clutch, and I like that. What was that line? Like, you're not totally blameless or something. Yeah. So I appreciated that sentiment. I thought it was a nice addition.
Yeah, I liked it. I think any chapter Endeavor's in is likely to be a pretty good one. So Endeavor kind of preparing himself to go out with Dobby. It was pretty sick. It was pretty cool. I will say that this chapter was solid. I think it's probably one of my favorite standalone chapters in like the recent past couple of weeks. I know we've talked about this before, but My Hero's kind of like hit or miss when it comes to those weekly chapters. All for One's been getting kind of fatiguing, so shifting away from him for a little bit has been it's been pretty good. Pretty nice change of pace.
Also, Bunyana, thank you for the 5. Thank you, Creams, for the amazing Blue Lock pitch. You're welcome. I am sorry that I can't stay for the stream, but freaking love Blue Lock and can't wait to listen later. Let's go. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. This should be a fun stream, I think. So yeah, you know how to set it up. Cool, you got it up there. Yeah. So we're gonna have to decide this by like a coin toss, bro. So I'm gonna need you to go to coin flip. I got tails off rip. I'm calling tails. I'm getting first pick.
Okay, let's do coin flip.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Tails. All right, you go first.
I won.
Yep.
Bet, bro. I'm terrified, if I may. All right. So for my first round pick, I'm going to pick my goalkeeper, Gagamaru. Let's go. Lock him down. 1 of 1. Got to get him on the team as fast as possible.
Got you. As soon as I find him, there he is. He's in the first round. All right. Okay, starting off strong. Interesting that you chose goalkeeper first instead of because I thought you just go Isagi striker and just call it a day.
Not the so the justification is this, right? What other goalkeeper do we know?
True.
Like, but there are people. So like, if you go Isagi next, right? There are other people I can think of that can fill an Isagi role. I can't think of anybody that's as good of a goalkeeper as Gagamaru. Okay. That's how I feel about it.
All right.
So I immediately went, I got to get the exclusive guy. I got to get the guy that I know is going to be a great defensive asset. I had to lock in one of the goats. You know how it is.
All right. In that case, I want Sai as my midfielder. Or one of my midfielders.
Sai as your midfielder.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, fair enough, ouch. That one kind of hurts. Kind of stings a little bit, bro. Sai as your midfielder. Sorry, I'm just really coping with that. If you want to, lay out the very obvious line of thinking, there, go right ahead.
The guy is part of the new Gen 11. He's one of the most talented soccer players we've seen in the series, and he not only has the ability but experience like playing sort of in the professional field. And on top of that, he was the only one that was in the U20 match just completely unfazed by everybody's growth and evolution. And even looking at Rin's, like, what I don't know if you want to call that an evolution or devolution, right? But he was just like, cool.
All right, cool. Bet.
And on top of that, he is wholeheartedly committed to being the best midfielder in the world, which is already like a huge step up because bro is going to commit to this specific role and not try to like out striker the striker or somebody like that.
Okay. So, pretty
Oh,
smart. And
and last
I
one,
don't know.
he brings out the
Mhm.
best in his in other better soccer players.
Yeah, that actually really hurt. I really was hoping to nab Sai. He was kind of gonna be my watchtower, my connector of everybody on the field. That one kind of stings, but I think I'm gonna. I think I'm. I mean, I'm gonna have to get over it, right? I am going to. I think I'm going to. This is rough. This is rough because I don't want to lose too many offensive options, but I feel like I need to lock down at least one more good defensive player. I think for my center back, or at least one of my center backs, give me Aiku. Give me Aiku. I need to get him off the board.
Fuck.
I need to lock down the
Hmm.
characters that I know I cannot replace at all. Right? Sai,
Fuck.
pretty heavy blow. I know I'm going very defensive. This is almost like not very egoist of me, but chat, just lock in with me. Just lock in with me, right? We're about to we're about to turn the tables on them, all right? I just needed to lock down these two.
Mm.
I just needed to lock down these two.
Okay. Okay. Uh, I really fuck. Aiku is gonna be my next pick.
I knew it. I knew it too. I knew it too. I couldn't let you have Sai and Aiku, bro. I couldn't let that happen. I was like, nah. I got to get. If I can lock down some good defense, I think we can cook. We can cook.
Okay. Okay.
We can definitely cook.
All right. I see you, an amazing defender, and I raise you, Lorenzo.
Yeah. I knew that was coming, bro. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay.
Bro,
Now,
you were just letting me eat up these 11, man.
bro, here's what I'm gonna do, bro. Here's what I'm gonna do, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. Damn, this is tough. Damn, this is tough, bro. I said here's what I'm gonna do like 25 times. I got nothing on the brain. I'm looking to my coaches. I'm looking to my staff. They're trying to give me a scouting report, bro. And the scouter is not looking good. Now, I think what I'm gonna do,
Your next
right?
pick gotta be big, dude.
It's gotta be big. It's gotta be big. It's gotta be big. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go big with some offense, right?
Okay.
Give me some speed. And I
No.
want Shigiri as my left
Fuck, that was gonna be
fullback.
my next
Give
one.
me some speed. I need a character who's nobody's catching up to. I need someone that's elite at their one thing. And I need Shigiri on the left fullback because as we saw in Manshine City, or the man, wait, Jesus, sorry. Yeah, Manshine City game.
Bro, what the
Shigiri
fuck is
works best
Shigiri?
on the left. I'm going to get that 44-degree Panther snipe, and I'm going to get me an elite world class
Wait.
level. Yeah, let's go. Let me cook. Let me get Shigiri over here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh. Okay. 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 Uh,
Ooh.
he's your left back. You said, right?
Yep.
All right. All right. All right. Uh,
Yep. Hmm.
okay.
I gotta think, bro. I gotta think.
There is one person that I do not want under any circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think out loud here. All right. All right. Uh, I'm gonna keep it at. I'm gonna do Rayo at center midfield.
God, bro. All right, I know what my next pick needs to be. Give me Nagi. I can't have a Rayo Nagi thing.
As
Give
who?
me Nagi right now. Give me Nagi. I'll get him as one of my forwards.
Okay. Okay.
I'll get Nagi as one of my forwards.
Cool.
Whew. Yeah,
Um,
can't
uh,
let that slide.
I am going to take Isagi as one of my forwards.
Okay, cool. Um, Now I'm going to get Rin as one of my midfielders.
Based. Okay.
Let
Okay.
me get
Okay.
Rin. Let me get Rin.
All right.
Let's
Um,
see. Ooh,
let's see.
let's cook. Hmm.
Dude, do I want to be a prick right now?
Hmm.
No. No. Hold on. I gotta think about team dynamics for a sec. Ooh,
Okay.
I almost
Okay.
like blundered that pick.
Did you?
Okay.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah. We scary out here.
Hmm. Oh. Oh fuck. Wait, can we switch positions while like after we make the list? Like
I'm
within our
fucking
own tier. Within our own tier.
I don't see why not. I guess I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. But
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Like if we're hypothetically the coaches, we can have that power, right?
I think that makes sense. I think that's how the game works. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have
Ooh,
I'm gonna have Bachira as my other forward.
I fucking hate you, bro. I hate you. Okay. 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 Let's see. So I got to
Damn.
look at forwards, right? I can get Rin and Nagi to cook some shit up. Rin, in the words of some guy, uh Rin is just another Izagi. So I can cook something up there. I can cook something up there. Okay, let's see
And you're
here.
assuming Rin got stronger, right, since the end of the U20 match. We haven't seen him, but like, it's a good assumption to
Yeah,
make, right?
yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll say it like this: he in his first game that he played, he ranked over Isagi after the first game that he played, right? He's shown himself to be like to have like been a starter on the team, on a pro team, which Isagi couldn't do initially. I think it's fair to say that he's had some pretty decent evolution in terms of his abilities, and even like just what we saw in U20. I mean, I think even though Isagi kind of stole the show, it's clear that Rin was holding it down for quite a bit. I mean, shut down Sai, broke down the whole team on his own for the most part, right? So I think Rin's a pretty solid pick. Rin is a pretty solid pick. Now let's see here. Let's see here. We got Shigiri. You got some fucking good picks. You
Mm-hmm.
got some good picks, and that's messing me up. Okay. Okay. So I know what I'm gonna need here. I know what I'm gonna need here. I know what I'm gonna need here.
Okay.
I don't have Isagi, and this allows for this very specific play
Mm-hmm.
to be moved forward. Give me Kaiser.
I knew you were
All
gonna
right?
do it. I
Give me
deliberately didn't
Kaiser.
choose Kaiser because of Isagi.
Yeah. 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 Give me Kaiser. Give me Kaiser. And Kaiser's got that meta vision. I need him as my forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kaiser's got that meta vision. I know he can be used on the field. I know him and Nagi can cook some shit up. We know that he favors Shigiri already, right? He doesn't have a fucking hate boner for him already, so that's good. All right, we can cook something up with this. We can cook something up with this. We got Kaiser.
Okay,
We
hold,
got
hold
Kaiser
on.
on the list.
I need to ask you something. The entire point, right, is that
Mm-hmm.
Kaiser and Isagi just can't cooperate on a team together.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, what makes you think he, Rin, and Nagi would?
Him, Rin, and Nagi.
Right? Because Nagi's
Well, Nagi's very passive. Nagi's going to wait for the ball from Rin,
right,
and
but
and
Rin
or
is like an
Kaiser.
active striker.
Rin is for sure an active striker. But the thing is like how Rin and or not how Rin and Isagi, how Kaiser and Isagi were both able to get to the immediate spot where Nagi was, and actually because of how antagonistic they were, they actually end up working together and getting to similar spots and helping each other in a very fuck you, but we kind of end up helping
Yes,
each other. That's
devouring each other way.
yeah, it's the devouring each other way. So
Mm.
while Isagi and Kaiser dead ass fucking hate each other, and they're like willing to like fucking try to kill each other, I think that I can use Rin and Kaiser to kind of to create some pretty good scenarios.
Mm.
I think Nagi's not going to be a problem. Chigiri's not going to be a problem. They're both characters. Chigiri is a very one-on-one type person anyway. He doesn't need that help. And I think Nagi is too passive to like rise up and be like, you know what, I gotta get the ball myself. That's just not Nagi's style of play.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm gonna go. Dude, I was about to say Shido, but he's actually clinically insane.
Hmm. Hmm. Let's see.
Fuck, dude, all the good ones just like.
Yeah, it's all the fucking chemistry, bro.
God, this shit's so annoying. Um, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I might actually throw up.
Pick and jet.
I might never recover from this emotionally, but
Yeah, you about to pick a good guy. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Kunigami,
Okay, okay, okay,
and
okay.
he's gonna be one of my midfielders.
Okay. Give me
Asshole,
Yukimiya. Give me Yukimiya as one of my midfielders as well.
bro. I'm so mad. Like the
Yeah.
only like he knows Chiguri and he knows Chiguri's weaknesses. He and Asagi play well together. He's a competent striker. If he ever gets the ball, it'll be in decent hands. And I
Mm,
think Rayo could set him up because they've also played together before.
yeah. Okay. 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 Let's see.
The one thing that I hate about him is that he actually thinks he's a good player as a striker.
Bro's a good player. What you want to do about that?
Who are you picking? Oh, you already picked. My turn again.
I got you. Can yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay, okay. Do I want the Messi of Aomori?
yeah. Yeah, bro. The Messi of Aomori might cook something up for you, bro. He might be just who you need.
Fuck. Wow.
Ooh, nervous, bro. I'm
Yeah. Okay.
nervous.
What's this guy's name? Um.
Which one? Blue hair?
No.
Or
He's the guy that kept like being on Asagi's ass. Uh, the number 3 guy after the 3rd selection.
number 3 guy after the
Yeah.
third
Just look at my
selection.
screen on screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Karasu, the
Karasi.
crow guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be one
You
of my
want him?
defenders.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Karasu's a pretty good pick.
Mm.
Karasu's pretty cool. Karasu's pretty cool. I need somebody to distribute the ball well, right? I need
Mm.
somebody who's going to be able to pass, and give me someone I've seen work super well with someone very like Isagi. Give me Corona. I want a planet hotline with Corona and Rin. Let me cook.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
Let's
bro.
get that out here.
I forgot what he looked like. You're gonna have to tell me out here.
He's on the second row in the middle, directly under Nico.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Give me Corona. Give me that planet hotline with a Rin and Corona. Let's cook.
Okay.
Let's cook. Let's cook. Let's cook.
All right. All right. I need to stabilize my team a little bit. So I think. Ooh. Okay. How do I want to do this? I want somebody that can be a good team player and will
Mhm.
and if they ever get the ball, I want them to be able to be fast enough to get it back on like home turf, so to speak.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick the fucking I forgot his name. The guy that looks like Ida from My
Zentetsu?
Hero. Yeah,
Zentetsu. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Also, his
Okay.
acceleration is better than Chigiri's, so hoping that accounts for something.
It was at the beginning of the story, man. For sure. For sure.
I
For
mean,
sure.
you'd have to assume he
Um,
kept training too. He's still there.
for sure. For sure. Yeah. 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 Somebody said the Botcher disrespect as well. Botcher is here, bro.
Yeah,
Botcher is on the team.
he's on my team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have one, two, three players left.
Mhm.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's gonna be my fullback. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What do I want here? What do I want here? Ah, this is tough.
Bro,
I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous.
bro, you know who not to pick, right? So you're good.
I know there are plenty of people not to pick, right?
Yeah.
But I need. Let's see. We got some pretty good. We got some pretty good offense. Okay. 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 So you got a pretty good offensive lineup. I'm gonna need one more defender. Go ahead and give me Nico. Go and give me
Defender.
Nico. Yeah. Go
Okay.
and give me Nico as a center back.
Okay. Okay. I think.
Go and give me Nico as a center.
I think Style Kun's gonna be my next one.
So yeah, he's pretty good, bro.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah. Solid,
Um,
and it gives me some air control.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Now. This is where
And
things get
I think center
things
back.
get. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Things are getting scary here. Things are getting scary here. I have one more midfield, right? I have one more midfield. I think maybe one more facilitator. Go ahead and give me Hiyori as a midfielder. I'm gonna use Hiyori a lot too, alongside Rin,
Mm-hmm.
to help facilitate some fucking crazy goals for Nagi. I think we got Corona, Hiyori, Rin. Nagi is going to be able to feast. Nagi's gonna be able to do his thing. He's gonna be able to cook.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I have Isagi there to devour Nagi because you said famously that Isagi's already blown past him.
Hey, listen, bro. That's cool and all. That's cool and
So
all. But he's got a lot of other people to deal with.
So are you-
Isagi's biggest thing is not gonna be Nagi. Bro's gonna if Isagi pairs up head to head against Kaiser. I mean, we know we know what Isagi thinks about that matchup. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you banking on Nagi's potential down the line as well?
To some extent, but I'm more banking on what we've seen him able to do when given the proper midfielders. When given somebody willing to pass to him and able to pass like really well, we see what he's able to do. And I think I'm trusting Nagi's continue. Like I don't think that like Nagi is not out here to start fucking thinking, bro. I don't need that from him. I need bro to sit near the goal and be ready to do some bullshit. That's what I'm ready for him to do. That's what I'm ready for him to do.
Okay. All right, this one's gonna be a gamble.
Okay.
I'm picking Cheeto.
Yeah. Of course you pick Shido. What do you mean that's a gamble?
Yeah.
That's what you needed. But where's he at? Do you have 2 strikers already?
Yeah, that's why I asked about reorganizing.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna have him as a midfielder for now with Sai, because I think they coordinate really well. And hey, if I have a midfielder who wants to take goals, let him have it. He's skilled enough to do it, and the rest of the team is cooperative enough to back him up.
Okay.
Is that 11?
Yeah, chat. The reason I didn't pick Ness over Hiyori is because I know Ness will completely ignore all other options except Kaiser.
Yeah.
Hiyori and Corona are, I think, just as skilled distributors as Ness is, right? They've shown very similar feats in terms of that. The only difference is that they are able to dick ride less. Ness will, if Ness sees Nagi and Kaiser at the goal, and all logic dictates that he should pass it to Nagi, he will pass it to Kaiser. I need somebody that has a little bit of flexibility.
Yeah.
I need somebody that got me a little bit of flexibility. Now, let's see here. All right, I got one more pick, or are we both finished?
We got one more pick.
Okay, cool. One more pick. This is where things get a little weird. Here. We're running on fumes at this point. All of these guys are shot. Man, who is even left? I'm trying to look at who is even on the board. Okay, let me think. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let me.
Bro, do not pick Barou.
No, Barou is. I don't think Barou works on either of our teams. To be completely honest with
bro,
you.
I'm deliberately avoiding Barou.
Like if I were to pick Barou, I would have had to pick him first and structure the entire team around him. Yeah. And I don't think I want that.
You just lose out on a lot of like good players because you'd have to be like, all right, they're cooperative.
Yeah. Let me think. Okay. Ooh, it's getting a little rough. Just looking at who we got on the list here. Go ahead and give me Otoya. He's on the complete left-hand side, 3rd row. He's the guy that we see play with Karasu. They
different colored hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's gonna be my right fullback.
Cool.
Give me Otoya.
All right, my last pick. Who do I want it to be?
Did you put Ness on my team, bro?
That's not Ness, is it? I said the one with the gradient.
No, you said the one with the different hair. Okay, 3rd row. No, put Ness back down here, bro.
Yeah.
Otoya is the complete left-hand side, 3rd row.
Oh, the one with like the black streak running down?
Yeah. Okay. Bro put Ness on here, said, no, you're getting this guy.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Go on and give me Otoya, bro. Ooh.
Bro, it sucks because like these are people who got like evicted after like the first selection.
Yeah, bro. You can put one of the longest lasting players, bro. Put Igiguri on your team.
No.
You're gonna draw some good fouls.
I'd rather forfeit every game.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna do Ninja Guy. He's good with blind spots.
The guy I have?
What? No.
Otoya?
No, what?
Otoya is Ninja Guy.
No, I thought this was...
Wait, who are you thinking?
The guy that looks like Crollo.
No, bro, that's not Ninja Guy. I mean, well, okay, yes, he has the headband. I can see how you get Ninja Guy from that. But he's not that Ninja Guy.
You know what?
He's he's the one that Isagi calls. You know what? You can have him on your team, bro.
No, no,
You're
no,
good.
it's fine. It's fine. Yeah,
No,
you
no,
know,
you're good, bro. You're
I'm gonna just do. Man, the Messi Aomori looking kind of good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
good. Yeah, bro. It's looking a little rough, bro. It's looking a little rough. Ooh, bro. All right, cool, cool, cool. I was about to say, I was like, damn, bro, you can you can cook for your team. Nah, but
Uh, uh, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do Raichi. Safe bet. The
okay.
guy's used to
Fair.
getting
I like
shafted. Yeah.
I like how you said I like how you said you wouldn't pick Raichi and Kunigami, and you picked Raichi and Kunigami.
Kunigami, yeah. I hate myself for it.
Voted justice.
I think I'm gonna. How rude do I want to be?
Hmm. Yeah.
I might just make him goalie.
Jesus. Yeah. I will say this, chat. I will say this. I started off feeling mad defeated, bro. I started off mad rough.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Cream's had a better start, but I do think I clutched it up in the end. I
Actually,
do think I clutched it up in the
hold on.
end.
Can I do a take back? I just realized that I didn't do goalie until
No, bro, no takebacks.
you
No
can do one
takebacks,
too.
my guy. No, 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 no. Because I don't need any takebacks. You have any player I'd take back
Fine, fine,
already.
fine, fine. Raichi.
No, uh.
Yeah, Raichi.
Raichi the goalie.
Yep.
Okay, bro. Oof, oof. Okay. Jesus, this
I
is
will say, I think generally speaking, I have a better midfield than you. Our
you
forwards
do.
are equal, but I think our
And then you
defense
have a
is.
worse defense, yeah.
I mean, Lorenzo's pretty
Who do
good.
you, I have Aiku, Nico, Atoya, and Gagamaru. You have one good defender and then no goalie. Or not no goalie, but like a guy who's never played goalie. Um like so I say like your midfield is better because you have Isagi, Sai, and like Rayo.
And Shido.
And compare and I wouldn't say Shido's a particularly good at midfield, but I would say he's useful.
Mm,
But I will say for defense, right? When you compare, I have Gagamaru, an elite goalkeeper versus Raichi. I'm assuming, right?
hmm
Um, I have Aiku as my center back, and I personally think he's probably a pretty decent fit skill wise for
hmm
Lorenzo. Maybe I'm just fucking crazy. Nico, I don't think has a really good counter, and then Atoya is kind of like he's chilling. I think yeah. I think what I will do if we're allowed to change positions, right?
hmm
Okay. The only thing I do is I'm moving Chigiri up from left fullback to left midfield, and I'll move Yukamiya back from left midfield to left fullback. That's it.
mm.
Um, that's the only thing. I want Chigiri more offensive than Yukamiya.
Bro, here's the problem, right? I was gonna pick one of the U20 guys. I was like, oh, one of them had to be goalie. I don't fucking remember who it was.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
straight up.
That's why I had to get Gagamaru because I knew that I knew the thing is like okay with midfielders there's a lot of options, right?
Yeah.
But with goalies there's not many, bro. There's not many. Um like I'll say this, Chad, I was looking to the side, I saw you guys cooking me and I was like, "All right, I got to make an adjustment. We
hmm
got to lock in, bro." That's why I picked some defense early because of the way Blue Luck's written and because of what it focuses on, bro. There's a lot more offensive players than defensive ones.
Yeah. You know what it is? I realize this too, right? Um, my team is like I completely want. I prioritize offense. You
Mm-hmm.
prioritize like coordination and defense.
Yeah.
And the problem isn't so much like the people who are on my team because like I have a fair bit of
Mm-hmm.
people who are like super cooperative, like Bachira and Rayo.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that like the second you push past my like midfielders,
Yeah. It's cookies, bro. Mine.
like
Snack time. Like,
like
yeah, you know what I
poor
mean?
Lorenzo, dude.
Lorenzo's getting jumped, bro. Lorenzo's getting jumped. Also putting Kunigami and Shido on the same team is
Ah,
insane.
that was an
It is
oversight.
wild.
That was an oversight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is indeed fucking wild, bro. That's so funny. I would like obviously we haven't seen that on screen, but I feel like that probably has about as good chemistry as Rin and Shido, bro. Kunigami's gonna be like, dude, you're the guy who got you're the guy that got me eliminated in the first place, bro.
Fucking
Um,
hell, man.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, Sleeping Danger. Thank you for the 14, and thank you for the 14 twice. Are you as tall? He goes in goal. Also miss super. There we go. Got that one.
I mean, I can do that, but yeah, sure, why not? I'll make him goalie, and I'll make Raichu. Where did I have style?
It's tough because you're losing. It just depends who you think is the defender
You know,
worth giving up most.
oh fuck. I think Ryu can be a good defender and a good goalie, but I think that Raichu can only be he can be a better defender than goalie, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it goes from like
Um,
absolute oblivion to like, all right, we might be able to like survive, and like the second I think one of the chats said it best, like the second my team has possession, it's it's way better.
it's like your team. Oh yeah, your team does not want to be on defense. I'll
Yeah,
I'll put it like that. I'll
like
put it like that.
yeah.
Two donations. Real quick. Angel
Mm.
Alexis, thank you for the two. BR's real name is Ronald Arnold Broken. I'm sick. Bro, I don't know how you found that, but I'm gonna have to sue you. Ivan changed his name to stop
Stop
wearing
winning
YouTubers.
YouTubers.
Thank you for the
Finally,
5.
got to see the
Devil would have
depression
picked
arc's
up
over.
Augie near the end there, but Ronan got this easily. Cream should have picked Kaiser before Isagi. Isagi. So I would have picked Isagi before
Yeah,
Kaiser if he didn't pick him.
because
The
okay,
reason is because Isagi is more. He
he's
is
more
he's
cooperative.
more versatile. He's
Yeah,
more versatile. You
like
put him in different places
yeah,
and he's willing to pass and
because the
shit.
problem, like the main thing I was prioritizing was everybody's personalities, and that's why Barrow was like my last pick. Like I just did not want, like I would have picked anybody like one of the face like nameless people from the fucking U20 match over Barrow, even people from the first fucking selection over Barrow, because like he's not a good team player if the
Yeah.
team isn't his.
Yeah, exactly. And people are like, "Oh, he cooperates, right?" And I'm like,
Very loose
"Bro, he
definition.
cooperates. He cooperates when you're on his team. Like
Mm-hmm.
not when he's on your team, if that makes sense." Also, you're right, Sleeping Ninja. I did miss one. Thank you for the 14. Is Beer's team built around Nagi? No, but he is a pretty big part of it. Like him and Kaiser are the main attacking options. Like that the team is going to
Yeah,
work around.
but like
Um,
also Liv, I didn't forget that he won with Nagi and Isagi, but the whole problem with Barrow, right, is that unless he's trying to devour Isagi, or he's trying to like, or the team is centered around him, Barrow is just like, he's not a pleasant person to have on the team, if that makes sense, right? I'm trying to go for like strategic versatility, and Barrow just cuts all of that off, and so my options become way more limited, right? So I don't have the luxury of doing, say, like different formations. I don't have the luxury of like just switching up people's positions because like I think my team can also like do more than one thing,
yeah.
and like adding Barrow to the team just fucking handicaps you.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say this though too. You have Kunigami on a team with Isagi and Shido. Bro, he gets the ball, it's his.
Eh,
He's gonna be on some like beginning of story borrow shit, like no pass, me no give ball. Yeah. I'm surprised you picked him because I was doubly surprised. I was like, the chemistry is gonna be iffy on that one. And also like, you just hate Kunigami, so I didn't think you were
Yeah,
gonna
see the problem is like
pick that.
Kunigami's too good to have to. Okay, if I had to do like a take back or like an exchange, I
Hmm.
wouldn't even know who to pick, right? Because like look at
Yeah.
the rest of these options, right?
Hmm.
Like, can you even
You
name
don't
half
get
these
you
fucking
don't
people? Like,
you don't get a lot of good value for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, for sure, yeah.
that's kind of where we're at, right? I will say, right, if I had to pick like a what do you want to call it? A master, like a coach. Um,
Yeah,
I would pick Snuffy.
you'd pick Snuffy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's like his tactics best will bring out the best of my team.
Hmm. Yeah, fair.
What about you?
Maybe I'd pick Noah. Just because I don't think Chris is. Lavino doesn't really fit the vibe of the team at all. Chris, I
Right.
think is just. If he was training them, maybe I'd pick him. But if it's like just coaching on the field, I'd probably pick Noah over them. And we don't really know how Loki coaches.
Mm.
So yeah, let's see. Gotta go have a good stream, guys. See you later, Mikey. Appreciate you stopping by, man.
Yeah,
Hope you enjoyed what
appreciate
you
it.
did see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
this is pretty fucking fun.
Mm.
I will say though, like this was tough, bro. This was tough
Yeah.
because because I'm not gonna lie to you,
Mm.
I I under no circumstances wanted you to have Isagi and Sai on the same team, and I absolutely failed at stopping that, bro. I was greedy by trying to like grab players before them. I should have just known that like one thing I will say, props to me. Immediately, I had to go for Nagi as soon as you got fucking. As
Rayo,
soon
yeah.
as you got Rayo, bro, I was like, no miracles, no miracles, bro. We can't have miracles without the miracle stopper. You cannot have Isagi, Rayo, and Nagi on a team. Could not have that. Could not have that. Mm-mm.
I think I'm really proud of Bachira getting drafted.
Butcher's a pretty good pick,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he's like a lethal combination of super cooperative but also really strong as an individual. So I trust him to pass the ball and like go for the goal.
Yeah. I'll say one of like some of my picks. I'm like Chigiri and Yukamiya being like the excellent one-on-one players that they are, and Yukamiya with like his new evolved gyro shot type of thing. I'm like, okay, those are kind of like more low key picks. Maybe not Shigiri's super low key, but Yukamiya is a little bit more low key than I'm like. I still think I still think I got some good value out of that. And Hiyori and Corona are just gonna be, they're just gonna be fucking doing the craziest of passes, bro. I need that. I need that.
Ivan, thank you for the two. No joke, Igaguri might have saved Cream's team with a foul.
Bro,
Bro,
might have.
from Agi, he shut down a lot in the Manshine game. He did. Unfortunate
Yeah.
for the
Cream's gonna use
goats.
Augie on his team because he's a defender or he's a defensive type of player.
Oh, I thought that
Yeah.
was a typo for Nagi. Agi's okay.
Yeah.
He's just
Augie's
doesn't
yeah.
have a good temperament. I think.
Running
For
got the wings covered with Chigiri and Yukimiya. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, bro. I had to get those right. I had to get those right. Yeah.
If I had to
Um.
pick a like a pro,
Mhm.
I'm probably like okay, let's exclude Noel, right? Just to make it
Okay.
easier, right?
Mhm.
I'm picking Loki.
I'd pick Loki too. Yeah.
Fuck you,
I
dude.
don't. I don't. Why would I pick anybody else?
Pick Chris.
What do I want?
He's a
What do I
fucking
want?
beast, man.
Hey, bro, a real beast. Bro got shut down by Isagi and then shut down by
Because
Isagi
no,
again by using
in your
Noah.
words, because Noah was on the field.
No, I'm not talking. The first time I'm talking about shutdown when he stopped his evolved goal shot. That time it was just Isagi. He just pulled up, said, "All right, I got this. I devoured you, world's number two." Like, bro, just shut him down, right? He's not. I'm not saying Isagi's better, like as overall, but I'm saying Chris does not inspire a lot of confidence for me. When the only time I think we even see him make a goal attempt, it's shut down by Isagi. So yeah. Angel
Angel,
Alexis, thank you for the five. Sukuna would be a good soccer player because his 4 feet been on my cursed. What the hell are you talking about,
yeah,
bro?
I
I'm just gonna
what?
thank you for the five.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
By the
yeah,
way,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
I just want to talk about like the last chapter with Barou because like we never actually got a chance to review it because of all the hiatuses,
Sure.
bro. Because you and I spoke about it privately.
Hmm.
Barou's fucking deranged, man. Edie's actually fucking unhinged that was his response to Snuffy's story, and like that was also his takeaway because it almost feels like he completely ignored Snuffy's you're a person before a football player, just completely disregarded that part of Snuffy's argument, right? Just went right like in one ear right out the other. Like I was flabbergasted. This man, wow, he's a scumbag. Just
I'll say it once and
insane.
I'll say it again, bro. On stream, I told you. I said he would say "fuck your friend."
In
I'm different.
fucking insane.
That's just who Barrow is, bro. Like, yeah, insane, but like that's the guy we're talking about. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Barrow
And
was just being Bar. It would have been more crazy for him to care.
bro, it just like my brother in Christ. You
Hmm.
you literally like you spend more of your life not playing soccer than playing soccer. What is wrong with you?
Nah, bro. Listen, I asked you this question before, bro. Are one of your core ideals going to be changed because someone says that to you? Like if Snuffy gives that backstory, that sob story, if you will, right?
Hmm?
It's like cool, cool, cool. And this is why you should change one of your core creeds. Me personally, I'm not fucking changing my opinion off that. Like rest in peace or whatever. But bro, what's that got to do with me? Like I'm not gonna lie to you. If
Wow.
Snuffy's like, yeah, no, bro, your entire life has been lived this way and it's all wrong, and like I'm like, cool, cool, cool. Bet, bet, bet. That's nice.
Doesn't sound
Um,
like it's my
thank
problem.
thanks for the bedtime story, bro. I gotta go work out. You kind of interrupted my drilling. I'm gonna go. Like, it's not even about like, yeah, sure, Baro's response kind of crazy in terms of like the way he presents it. But let's be honest, bro. Most people's opinions about themselves, or like very very strong opinions they hold, are not gonna change like that. Just because some random guy's like, yeah, bro, my best friend died doing what you did. Nice. like
Damn, sucks
like
for him, I
that
guess.
that's crazy, bro. He should have gotten good.
I it
He should have
just
got good. Like,
it's so fucking because Barrow said that shit after Snuffy handed him his like ass on a silver platter, dude. He was the bro. You were on the ground when he told you this story. Did you forget that from like 3 seconds ago?
don't matter. That's crazy. Won't happen again. See you later, bum.
Bro, it'll happen right now.
Nah. Barrow walked away, went to go stretch. Lorenzo had to convince him that Snuffy will really work for him completely. And he's like, "Oh shit, for real? Like he won't try to make me cooperate with other people, right? Like they'll cooperate with me? Yeah, basically. Hey Snuffy, I'll take you up on your offer. I still don't care about your dead friend though." But yeah. Um
It's okay.
I do wonder why Barrow changed his mind eventually, though. The reason is Lorenzo is just basically confirming that Snuffy will do whatever Barrow wants, so long as he
Insane.
fulfills the condition. Like
Insane.
basically, I think the perception is right. If this guy's like, here, I'll do this for you in exchange for this, right? But I was like, yeah, yeah, whatever, dude. I don't really want to be like you. I'm not trying to do that shit. But then you have Lorenzo being like, "Hey, bro, I was literally I was just some homeless street bum on the street. I guess street bum is kind of redundant there, but whatever, right? I was just some homeless guy on the street. He said he wanted me to play soccer for him, and I said, listen, give me money and deck my whole teeth out in gold. Do it, and I'll play for you. He did it.
And
So
he's
he's
like,
basically
yep.
like he's basically telling Barrow, bro, you name it, Snuffy will provide it. You need the team. You need the team to be your team. The team is your team. And Barrow's like, bet. Yeah.
It's just, it's so crazy to me that that's what it took. Like, I, huh?
Makes sense, bro.
It makes sense, but okay, you gotta admit that shit was grimy a little bit.
For Barrow?
As just like as a person, right? Like you tell me you read that and you were like, "That's what I'd do."
Yes. Once again, the phrasing and my sensibilities would be different. I'm not gonna be like tough shit, bro, get good. But like I'm not going to just change my opinion on the entire way I approach a sport because some dude told me to. It's just not happening. Like imagine, right? We'll make it. We'll put it into content creation terms, right? Since we're just both more familiar with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some guy walks up to you, right? Maybe some
Mm-hmm.
guy with like we'll say like 500K subs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna name real names. We're just gonna say some guy. He walks up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That creams everything you know and do about content creation is incorrect. Change it. I once had this friend who lost all of it, all everything because he went down your path. Are you just going to take that at face value and then listen?
I'm gonna ask him for to elaborate at least. Damn, I need the full
Um,
picture before I make up my mind, bro.
Bro gave the full picture. That's what that's what Snuffy's full picture is. He gave him the backstory. So you get that full picture, bro, right? You get the, blah blah blah, bro. He was just like you for real. Now, Creams,
Mm-hmm.
it's time for us to work together. Join me. Are you saying yeah? You shaking that man's hand? You being like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna change this. Because I'll say for me personally, me, yeah, I'm good. I think I'll do what I think is best. Sorry, guy.
I wonder
I may
why.
consider it, but I'm
Like
not.
why? Right? Like Snuff. Like on paper, right? Snuffy's got the resume. He's got the skill because he just folded you. If we're the scenario is 1-to-1, right? Like what about Snuffy's thing is unappealing, right? Like what makes him? What
It is in
disqualifies him?
direct. It is in direct opposition to what Barrow wants. At least in the way he thinks Snuffy's meaning that, right? The impression is he wants Snuffy to, or Snuffy wants him to conform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Conform to his way of doing things, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's phrased initially. Can you please try out my way? Do things the way I want you to,
He
right?
won a World Cup, dude. Like
Cool, bro. What that got to do with me? Like,
like why you
like,
knocking out like that expertise? Like the guy has like a fully
bro,
stacked like credentials.
listen, bro, he can have the credentials, but he's never met me before. Like, the thing is, right? The crazy thing is, he won the World Cup because I wasn't in it. Like, that's all it.
Wow.
That's all it was at the end of the day, bro. Cool, you beat me right now. Guess what? Baro's got beaten by a lot of people. Isagi fucking boom dunked on his dumb ass, right? Guess what? He did Baro give up? No, right? Like,
He's
why would
about to,
Barrow
in all
start giving a
fairness.
fuck about like credentials now, bro? Oh my god, bro, you're so good at football. Yeah, but I'm better. Oh, you just beat me? Yeah, okay. But that won't happen again though. You won't run that back. Like, it's just how it is. Like, if people gave up whenever they were like faced, okay, you know what? I'll give you the perfect example, right?
Like do you
No, no,
think
no.
okay, hold on. Like cuz Liv brought up a good point. Snuffy presented it as work for me, or at least Borrow interpreted it that way. So
Mm-hmm,
like we know as readers, right, what Snuffy meant,
mm-hmm,
right?
yeah.
And I need you to acknowledge like to address this like earnestly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Borrow is just so dense that he just like couldn't understand the nuance of the point? Like do you genuinely think he is
You
not
should talk. I think you should talk. Okay, so you misunderstand people all the time, right? You
mm,
misunderstand me all the time, and I misunderstand you all the time, right?
right?
There are often times where say we're on stream, right, and I say something, chat will understand, I'll understand what I meant, but you won't understand, and vice versa, right? Not to just put it on you.
Right?
Does that make you dense or stupid because you didn't get it, but other people could? Or does it just mean that like the way something was delivered just did not correctly click with who you are or certain things like that, right? Sometimes you just gotta rephrase some shit.
And that's what you think
Sometimes you need an
Lorenzo did.
analogy. Yeah, Lorenzo is literally like, "Oh, this motherfucker is gonna work for you." He's not like he says, "Work with me," but working with me is just somewhat aligning your goals with his. And all you need to do that is tell him, "I want this team to be mine,
Mm,
and it'll be yours." All like Barrow is not opposed to like what Snuffy is selling, but Snuffy just sold it in a dumbass package. That
mm,
shit, bro, no good branding. And Lorenzo just came in and he's like, "All right, bro, hold on. We're gonna fix this for you." He put it in a nice box. He wrapped it up for him, gave it to Barrow, and Barrow was like, "Okay, now this makes sense. I can lock in with this, right?" And that's why Barrow goes back and he's like, "That's cool now. It's the same idea, it's the same message, but you just got to deliver it in a way for Barrow to get." Like, that's all it is.
mm. Look, I get that. I think my problem, right, is like, and I've expressed this to you like during our call, right? If
Mm-hmm.
this was in any other circumstance, Barrow's soccer career ends right there, right? If this was any other master, if this was any other like composition of team, like if he did this shit, like imagine Barrow also chose Germany, right? Like Isagi,
Mm-hmm.
he's never touching that fucking grass.
You could say the same thing about Isagi deciding not to cooperate with Kaiser initially. Because in that first game, right, in their first display, Isagi not cooperating with Kaiser was objectively like very stupid. Kaiser is better than like Isagi's like, wow, this guy surpasses not who I am right now, the idealized version of myself, right? This
Mm-hmm.
guy is just better. Cool, right? Not cooperating with that guy when he's like the leader of the team is with no like I'm saying with no ability to see into the future, right? Is objectively stupid to do. Bucking up and be like, no, 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 I'm gonna make this my team, right? When you're new and you're worse is dumb. But guess what, bro? You gotta make, like, listen, you stick by your fucking decisions, you stick by your ideals, you stick by your ego, right? However you want to phrase it. And you either make that shit work and you surpass your circumstances, or you fucking fall to the wayside like a bum. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, if Isagi did not get better than Kaiser, not get better than Kaiser, but if Isagi did not advance his game to such a high level to where Kaiser and him were kind of more rivals than just Isagi being like some random dude who doesn't even know how to play in comparison, we would be saying that Isagi was dumb. The only reason it's not dumb to us is because it worked out, right? And the thing is, it's not dumb for Barrow to do this because it worked out, right? Like you, if we're gonna put in that context, a lot of shit these motherfuckers do are stupid, bro. A lot of it.
it's just fucking wild to me, man. Like, because Asagi seems, at least on the surface, more cooperative, or at least more aware of his limitations and tries to overcome them in like I guess a normal way by comparison to Barou, where like it's almost always about Baro's personality or his stubbornness, but never really about his technical skill like it is with Asagi. And so there's this bit where Snuffy was like telling him his biggest weakness as a player was like not even a weakness, but like the thing he needed to improve on was like scoring against the goalie or some shit, from what I remember of
Mm-hmm.
the chapter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I don't mean like, I mean this like half as a joke, but like skill issue. You know what I mean? Like Barrow doesn't seem like the type of player who would have tried to improve himself unless he just kept fucking losing. And the problem is in this specific circumstance, right? They don't have like the luxury of giving Barrow all those losses, right? They don't have the luxury of kind of dealing with Barrow's like more stubborn bullshit, like as much because like Isagi is like he'll like ruin shit, but like he'll develop enough personally to be like, all right, guys, I got it this time for real, and then it's good, right?
And the same thing happened with Barou.
Also, I'll be right
Like
back, bro.
literally,
I really gotta pee. I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
Okay. Hmm. No other teams we've seen so far has had other teammates stealing goals for each other, but the bastards. Yeah, the team chemistry is on an all-time low, kinda. Borrows a bit of of that Rin OCD, and I think it plays a huge role where he draws his strength, his routine. If he deviates from himself, he fails. If he feeds more pieces into himself, he wins. I mean, I generally agree. I also disagree with the idea that Barrow does not improve himself. I mean, Bro was out there. He was practicing before Snuffy came over there. He was doing individual practice. Um, Barrow, I think, is constantly working to improve his individual skills. Um, I disagree with that idea quite a bit. Yeah, Barrow does work extremely hard every day. What would it be like if Kaiser was on Ubers instead of Lorenzo? Um, well, Snuffy would either have Kaiser. He'd either not care about Barrow and not have him be like the main guy, right? Or Kaiser would not fuck with Barrow being made the main guy, and they would probably fight on the team. That's probably how it would go. Um, and at this point, I can't see Kaiser losing out in like a 1v1 battle to Barrow while they're on the same team. Um, how do I think Manshine versus PXG will go? So, and this is just my hypothesis. I figure it to probably be a game that I'm going to like as much as Manshine City versus Bastard Munchin. And the reason I say that, this is Manshine versus PXG, not Bastard versus PXG. Manshine versus PXG. I feel like that depends quite a bit. If Rin and Shido are able to like work together at all, I have them, but I really don't know how their team chemistry aligns, and that's kind of a big iffy factor for them. So my answer really depends on that. If they don't have good chemistry, I think Manshine City kind of washes with maybe Rin and or Shido getting in a goal, maybe two. But if they do have the chemistry, I think they can probably lock down just about any team, to be honest. Let's see. How do you think the Bastard versus Ubers game will go? I personally think it'll go 4-3. Ubers win. I mean, they're only going to 3. They're only going to 3 points. It's just first to 3. So I can see that like 3-2. I would like to see a loss. It's just I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, right? It's hard to see current Isagi losing to what Barrow is right now. Maybe you could say I'm fucking blind. I didn't read the chapter or whatever. But I don't know. I haven't gotten the vibe that Barrow as like the kind of the leading man is particularly better than Kaiser and or Isagi. So it's kind of hard to envision them losing. That being said, they do have a worse like Bastard Munchin does have a weaker defense. How do I think Butcher got that goal on Ubers? Same way Isagi got his goal. You just gotta remember Botcher can out dribble Isagi to the point where he probably doesn't need a Corona. And even if he does kind of need that assistance, we know he has Otoya on his team. And Otoya is a pretty good facilitator, and I think he could get in the right spots and help help Bachira out quite a bit. So that's how I think he scored that, to be
All right,
honest.
I'm back.
Um,
What's
cool.
going on?
I'm about to use the bathroom.
Cool.
Just talking to chat.
Okay. Anyway, chat. So like, I don't like on a story level, right? I don't mind, and I get like the point with Barrow and like his philosophy as a player and all this shit. I think what I like, what I'm off put by with is like I think if Barrow is like a real guy, insane, right? Like this is insane people behavior. Like how much do you think Barra would need to fail before realizing there might be like an inherent flaw in his philosophy, right? Because it seems like, and I told Ronan this, right? It seems like every single time Barrow fails or is confronted in any meaningful way, it's like the hypocrisy is a little palpable, right? It's like fuck passing, fuck like playing as a team, all this shit, blah blah blah, and then it's like, all right, bro, everybody's surpassed me. I might need a pass and play on a team. Like it's weird to me that he'll like oscillate between like being like a profound egoist, right? And the second he like in any way stutter steps or fails, he finds like a convenient workaround to his like weird philosophy. Now that BR is gone, talk about your opinions on those four YouTubers, King of Light. Stop, bro. You're trying to get me in trouble. Uh, and it's not, have you heard of Kobe Bryant? Live. As a former ex-athlete, like professional athlete, I only know about my statistics. Who is this? Who is this person?
You.
Bro, can you believe it? Liv is trying to like quiz me on like sports players, bro.
I mean, are you talking about Barrow still?
I was for a little bit.
Then yeah, it makes sense too. At least, yeah, if you're talking about the kind of attitude he has, at least. Mm. Mm. Anywho, yeah. Anything else about Bar that you wanted to talk about?
Nah. Barrow's cool, but just insane.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Um,
Team
I mean,
Nagi
I
all the
think
way, baby.
Bar. Listen, Nagi ain't get a hat trick. I'll say that. Why am I saying this? I like Nagi more,
Yeah,
but
what the fuck are you
I
doing,
don't know.
dude?
I just gotta oppose you, bro. At every turn, it just has to happen. Um, yeah. Let's see.
You know, Bureau was like, "Oh
That's
yeah,
also true.
if you're an athlete that transcends the sport, you get a lot of leeway." I gotta ask, right? Is that not Isagi? Is that not Kaiser? Is that like? Is that not
Bro said,
like?
is that not Isagi? Bro's not even the best on his
No, no,
team.
no.
What do you
Because
mean
you
transcends
were
the
saying it
sport?
as a defense of Barrow. So like this
Yeah.
is assuming they reach their like full potential. I'm of the opinion. I think the story is that Isagi just has more than Barrow, and I don't know. Like you said it yourself, right? Isagi's probably not going to be the only one who reaches that level. He's probably going to have competitor like these people as his competitors the rest
Hmm.
of his life. I'm just like, look, man. There's others, right? Like there are
Yeah.
other people like that. It doesn't whatever.
Listen, just ask yourself this, right? You need a goal, right? You're on Snuffy's team. Who the fuck are you putting at striker other than
Yeah,
Barrow?
no, that's I think I said that to you, right? Like if this was any other team, right? Like
It's not though. That's the thing. It's just not
do
that team.
do you think Barrow like he didn't know that this is what that's what's like the other people who like chose the team were going to be what like who they were, right? Like Barrow
Mhm.
lucked out in that
Yeah.
like he has the most cooperative fucking team out of
Every I'll say this: every main character is lucked out in their respective place, right? Can you guarantee that Isagi would have developed Metavision without being on Kaiser's team and like getting to watch him on his team firsthand? No, you can't, right? There's no way to guarantee that because Isagi gets to see Kaiser play more than other players do because he's actually on the field with him, right? So yeah, Isagi got lucky by being on Kaiser. It's in a different way than Baro, but sure, right? Jagiri probably wouldn't have learned that 44 degree Panther snipe if Chris had not fucking analyzed the way he plays and like pull that out from him very specifically in a way that we haven't seen other players do. So yes, I agree. Certain players are lucky, right? Certain players are unlucky. I think Kunigami is a particularly unlucky player, but that's just the name of the game, right?
mm,
Baro got dealt a good hand, and him being himself let that hand be even better. Isagi got dealt a hand that could very easily be turned against him, right? But he adapted to it and he made it work for him. these players are forced to make, lemonade out of lemons, and Barrow is another one of them, right? Barrow got gifted a good like a good scenario, but who's to say that like not having that competition won't stagnate him in the future?
Mm.
Who knows, right?
I guess we'll see. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this match though.
Yeah, Batra is just as lucky as Barrow. That's a good point, Liv. Like Batra literally got the perfect coach
Master, yeah.
for his playstyle. Yeah.
Can't wait to see what the last team is like with their coach. I'm curious how Loki's like. Man, some of you are older than me, and I just. Oof.
And I'm just better.
Yeah. What's it like?
What's it like being a bum?
Sorry, I just
Yeah.
don't have that experience, and he'd say that shit earnestly too. Like he'd be
Yeah,
genuinely
like, and
curious. Yeah.
he would be like, man, like, and he'd be trying to be nice. Like, I don't mean to insult you at all, but
Have you
why
tried
are you
getting
guys so
better?
bad? Yeah,
Like,
why are you guys so bad?
do you guys not know how to play soccer? I can teach you, right? That's what I'm here for. So if you have questions,
Yeah.
um, Rhea woke up. Rhea woke Metavision though, and with Meta, the copy technique. I feel like Rhea would have like the 99% Metavision. I feel like that'd be in character for him.
I mean, yeah. He's pretty good metavision. It doesn't stack up to Isagi and Kaiser's though, but metavision on his stats is pretty good. Especially with like all of his other abilities and stuff like that. Um, I'm so ready to see Loki's philosophy. Well, depending on how this game goes, you're not seeing that shit for like a year, bro.
Yeah.
The last game was like 50 chapters. Depending, maybe we'll blitz through this one. Fingers crossed. I'm trying to see Ren and Isagi, and then like Kunigami and Shido. I'm trying to see that run back. But if this game is similar to Manshine City versus Bastard Munch in terms of length, we ain't getting that. We ain't getting Loki's ideals for a while, bro.
Yeah, for a minute. Do you want to transition over to book club?
I don't have anything to say about book club. I didn't get to watch Breaking Bad this week.
Oh wait, you didn't
But
finish season two?
Nope. But I am curious to hear your thoughts about Call of the Night.
Wait, I thought you only had like an episode left in season two.
I haven't watched an episode. I told you I didn't get the chance to watch Breaking Bad.
Damn, you've been busy.
Yeah, if I haven't been streaming, I've been making videos or not sleeping, which translates to making videos.
Yeah. So I kind of had like a bit of a awakening with Call of the Night, man. So I was hitting you up, right? Because I was reading these chapters and I was slowly but surely losing my fucking mind, like as each chapter like progressed, right? BR.
Yeah.
When does it get addressed? Just give me a vague ballpark. Like
Bro, just read the manga.
Oh my
or
God.
don't, man.
Oh
Just
my
fucking
God.
read.
Dude, chat, you have no fucking idea. This series is like pushing me to my ethical limit, right? Because what'll happen is like a 20-year-old person, 30-year-old person will see this like 14-year-old boy and be like, "Damn, bro, you want to get down and dirty?" And then it's like, "Wait, what? Huh?"
Talking about the detective.
My brother in Christ.
Is that who you're talking about?
She met up with him because she genuinely thought he was interested in her and said, "I don't play around with that shit. Next time you call me, make sure it." Oh my God.
I don't know if you're like really misreading that, because that's not at all like.
Bro,
I'm trying.
the problem
I don't
is,
know.
the problem is, right? I can't tell. Like every like 9 times out of 10, right? Though they're out of this situation is she's a vampire. I'm like, oh my God. You know what it feels like? It feels like you know Neo dodging the bullets from Matrix.
Sure.
That's what these vampire
Yeah.
reveals feel like, bro. It's like this 20-year-old woman keeps buying flowers from this 14-year-old boy. He's like, yeah, she doesn't treat me like a kid. And I was like staring at this fucking panel, just jaw on the floor. And I was like, treat him like a kid. He's 14. That's how you're supposed to treat him. And they were like, I think they were like in a bar or something. And then she said it was like a soda place. And I was like, it's like,
So what I'm hearing is every time you think it's going to be something like that, it's not, and that's the problem.
it's you know what it's like. It stresses me out every single time, and it's like watching Icarus fly, and like his wings are starting to melt a little bit, and then he's just like, whoa, 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 gotta get the shit. We're right back in like cruise control, and he just like slowly brings himself down, and then only to do it right back up again, and you're like, all right, bro, either fall or just get off the fucking sky.
Get off the sky is a crazy sentence. But um I mean, I'm trying to understand, like, okay, so if every time that happens, right, that closest happens, it's always the same side. It's not like it's a coin flip, right? It's Soda, or that person's a vampire, or this or that, right? What, and it's a pattern, right? What makes you think that pattern is going to change anytime soon? Like, how does that not default to,
I think
oh yeah, this is
because
this this is the type of way a character is written under these circumstances.
I
There's
keep
probably added
expecting
context.
I keep expecting the rug to be pulled because the thing that I'm like cautious of is buying into like the vampire agenda where it's like you know a great example of this was I think chapter 49 chapter 50 where the flower vampire, I forgot her name off the top of my head, is is confronting Yaomori for like noticing that she's a vampire like to her friends. And there's this moment where you think, oh, she's just gonna kill him, and then she's like,
Mhm.
man, nah, dude, I'm just asking you not to do it. And it's like this whole, oh, what a brutal life you must live. And then like 2 pages later, she's just like about to like threaten him, like kill him. And I'm just like,
Mhm.
look, bro, what do you want from me? What reaction do you want me to have? I am sweating bullets right now. I I I feel like there is something deeper. There's something more like malicious underneath the surface of all these things, and it just never gives. And I'm like, okay, either I need to stop expecting this, or I'm like, 100 chapters or whatever too early, right? I'm fucking prophetic, right? I got future sight. I'm like in my fucking bag, right? But now I'm just like, all right, what I'm gonna do, my tactic, right? My new strategy for consuming Call of the Night is I'm going to focus solely on Nazuna, and Yamori's story, right? Their relationship. As long as I keep that like my focus, I think I should keep my sanity all in one piece. The detective lady is actually deranged though, in more ways than one.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know we were. I didn't know a series was like a problematic now for having a crazy person. But I mean, yeah, I mean the detective is a little off. Yeah, I do think that's the point, though.
Live, it's not even imaginary. Like he's just
You
14.
you
Like
you say every okay. So Creams, the problem of connecting here, right? Is you say every time this thing happens, it doesn't happen, right? So what happens is you are then complaining or worrying about something that is not coming into fruition at all, ever.
but it keeps being set up. That's the thing, right? It's like
Set up how? What are these setups that are like? Because like if it's like okay, it's a vampire, or it's okay, this is a soda place, right? It's you're just making the assumption before you finish reading some shit. It's like I'll say this: you had a similar reaction with Blue Lock, where you were like, "Nah, ego is like ego's ideals don't make any sense, right? Because soccer is a team sport at the end of the day." And then you like continue to read the story, and context was added. It's a very similar thing here, where it's like I can't say anything besides keep fucking reading because I either spoil you or I'm like I get
look, I
frustrated
no,
because
dude,
you're
like
asking questions about things that like you literally just have to read to get
look, no,
context
dude,
for.
I understand. Like I feel the same way with you in Breaking Bad, right? This is just my feelings as they go. It's like your feelings on like Skylar and Jesse, right? I didn't say anything because like I just knew those would get addressed, right?
Sure, but you ask me questions like you like okay, so you literally the difference is right like when I'm talking through it, I'm talking through my opinions on them currently, but you like a couple of minutes ago just asked me about something. And you're asking me about something like that continues to happen and that's where it comes from, right? Because if I'm talking about like, oh, I hope this character doesn't die, right? I'm not asking you to confirm or deny that. I don't really want to know outside of exploring it through the story, right? But like when you're asking, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Right? About these aspects of these characters, I'm like, what do I do here? Do I answer you or do I not answer you? And then you get exasperated.
Look, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Half of them are just bits. I just think it's really funny to like send you this shit.
Hey, bro. I
I
guess fair enough.
like I'm just like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? I consider it like live tweeting, but like for you, I guess.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, just to explain, yeah, I like to say it's because I feel safe expressing these opinions with BR, which I guess is true, but I don't know why I chose that as like the not. That seems so wholesome. Fuck.
Huh.
I'll revise it. Whatever. Um, it's more like I know I'm asking rhetorically, so if I post this shit on Twitter, I'm scared I might get like an actual like answer that'll spoil me. So I just kind of
Sure.
keep it within the confines of chat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, I just keep reading. Keep on keeping on, bro. You got what chapter are you on?
53, 54, 54.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like a
I'm
third of the
curious.
way through where it's at right now.
Does Call of the Night have? Is it one of those series that has like a pick up and run arc, like the U20 or Shibuya or something?
A pick up and run arc. Kinda. Yeah. I think if you are where I think you are, you're about to get into the pick up and run part of the story.
Mm, cool.
I think. Mm, maybe like 10, 15 chapters. If I
Cool.
just had to imagine. Yeah.
I live
Yeah,
DM Ronin when I read manga too. Yeah, dude, it's fucking funny.
yeah.
Um,
Someone asked if you were an athlete, bro. You gotta let them know what
I
sport you played and all that.
oh shit. Hold on, let me just list of sports.
Bro's like, yeah, like there were so many. I gotta pull up a list, you know.
Yeah, I played all of them at the highest level, so I'm trying to narrow it
For
down for you.
sure. Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
cricket. I don't know. Yeah.
Bro, you do seem like the type that would be like I'm an athlete and then you play cricket. You would say that. I feel like.
Uh, you know what sport that? So I think I've tried playing every sport, at least like just to get a feel for the rules and stuff, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that has ever driven me to the point of like madness, because like I
Mm-hmm.
just could not fucking get it, was tennis. There is so much fucking nuance to holding this stupid racket that I once like the guy that I was playing against, right? He had like taken lessons for years, right? And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yeah, I'm still solidly a beginner. Like I wouldn't even like without question, right?" I'm like,
Hmm.
"Right." So you see how like the entire like world supply of tennis balls is on my side of the court. You can see how I wouldn't believe you, right? And so
Yeah.
he was like, and
Hmm.
so I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing wrong? And he's like, oh, everything. I'm like, what the what? What? Narrow it down. He's like, oh, your footing, your visual like accuracy, the way you hold the racket, and then the way you hold the racket. It was like a bullet point with like 30 different arrows for that last racket one. He was like, no, dude, you can't hold it at like a 35-degree angle. You got to hold it at a 36-degree angle. See, the difference is like super drastic. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It cannot possibly be be this deep.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of those. I feel like so the thing about sports is I feel like a lot of it translates. You're gonna notice that people that are good at one sport tend to be able to obviously within reason transfer over to other sports. So like if you play basketball or football or track or soccer or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you can probably switch to the other and be better than somebody that's jumping into it to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I based on me needing to walk you through breathing the other stream, right? I have a feeling some of like the hand-eye coordination and stancing could probably be coming down to like inexperience with playing sports uh period, right? I could see that being oh, what do you mean my feet aren't supposed to be crisscross while I'm holding the racket? I could see some shit like that.
Bro, like you don't understand. Like it's like he tells me a mistake I make, I fix it, and he's like, "All right, cool." So you're still holding the racket wrong. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I did the adjustment. He's like, "Yeah, but you're supposed to hold that at a 36-degree angle for the previous serve. Now you're supposed to hold that at a 48-degree angle." I thought that was obvious. I'm like,
Of
"What?"
course. I mean, duh, bro.
Yeah.
Like, have you never played tennis before? Are you a rookie or something?
And he was like,
Lock
"Oh,
in.
also you keep hitting it at the center." I'm like, it, what? That's how you hit the ball. And he's like, no. What you should have done is hit with like the lower like quarter of this tennis racket at like a
Mhm.
48-degree angle. That's how you serve it back to me. And then the next serve, like when I respond, would be at like a totally different timing, angle, and trajectory.
Bro, listen, that all sounds very intuitive.
I I have
Like me
never
personally, I'd get that.
like, bro, soccer, right? I've been like, all right, I vaguely know how to like kick the ball and like, use it, right? And I vaguely know how to shoot a goal, right? And I can get a sense for this like as I play, right?
Shoot a goal.
Just hear me out, right?
Okay.
Right, basic grasp of the rules and like execution at like the full novice level, right? Same with baseball, like hit the ball, run, right? Very straightforward shit, right? If you can't hit the
Mm-hmm.
ball, it just means like your hand-eye coordination is shit, or you're just like not reacting fast enough, or your aim sucks, right? Any one of these things, right? But if you do hit the
Mm-hmm.
ball, you can just run, and then like that, the game kind of commences, right?
Okay.
But with tennis, it's like you only need to hit the ball. That is the like, and it's so frustrating because if you don't hit it exactly right, it just ends the game, right? Like it just falls out of court. It hits the net. You fucking hit yourself in the face with either the racket or the ball because it bounces at a weird angle that you just couldn't calculate because you're not a fucking like. Ugh. God.
Bro, okay, so like I understand all that, but like have you just considered like being good though?
Ping pong, I can sweep in ping pong, right? Fucking
Can sweep
tennis,
in ping
dude.
pong.
I
Hmm.
just can't fucking do it. I,
Hmm.
I feel like I would need to train for like 10 years before I'm like, okay, okay, now I can start playing tennis.
Hmm. Hey, bro. Let's get you on a tennis manga. We'll get you out there, bro. We'll
Uh,
get you out there.
the other game that I can't play, it's not as egregious as tennis. That's basketball. Um, dude, shooting is so hard for me. Like the like getting the ball in the net is such a difficult task.
Yes.
Like holy shit, it's unbearably hard. Like I do not like the sport enough to actually try like committing to it, but like
I bet watching you shoot would
fucking
be
hell.
fucking hilarious, bro. Because I know I can think there's like a couple of different animations, bro. There's a couple of different animations I can see you in, and it would just be hilarious to see you shoot a
Dude, all
basketball
of them.
over and over, bro.
I look like a 3-year-old girl doing ballet when I try to shoot a basketball. I get
I
off
know,
the
I bet
ground.
that's one of the
Yeah,
animations.
dude, like my legs go up in the air. I barely got off the ground sometimes. Sometimes I forget to like release the ball. You know what it was? For I got
You forget to
release
release
the
the
ball.
ball.
I'm so focused on get on like jumping because I'm like, all right, I'm fucking that part up, right? That I'm like literally like, oh shit, I actually did the jumping like correctly, like fuck, and then I come back down and I didn't shoot the ball because I was like so happy.
Broken.
Yep,
Oh shit. That is wow.
yep. And my aim,
That's hilarious.
as like my aim in basketball is also hella dog shit. Like every aspect of shooting, like getting that ball in that net, I just suck at, like profoundly, right? And it's not like the fun kind of sucking where you're like, man, I want to get better at this. No, no, it's like a miserable kind of sucking. Like the sport just disagrees with me on every fucking level. There's, you know what I was? I'm the shoot while like legs apart guy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
Oh
that's me.
no.
I'm the undershooting guy.
Creams, we should do an IRL live stream of a basketball game, bro. You cannot tell me that would not be peak content.
Understand,
Jesus
you cannot
Christ,
roast
bro.
me. I have no like I mean this
No,
in
the
I mean
ball
this in
will. Your
bro
ankles will roast
I
you,
mean this
bro.
in the
I
nicest way
promise you.
possible, bro. I do not have enough self-esteem to manage both things at once.
Listen, I will tell you this. I will not have to say a word. The game will destroy you enough for me.
Because you
That
need
I
to, I'm
promise.
telling you, it's not about having friends to play with, right? I'm sure if I asked my friends would play basketball with me. The problem is like playing the sport is not fun. It is fundamentally a joyless experience. Like
Because you're bad.
not
That's why.
it's not even because I'm bad. It
It
just
is. I
bro,
can guarantee you it is.
I
Being
just
bad detracts fun 100% from everything. Granted, some things can be so much fun that even when you're bad, it's
hmm,
okay, right? But If you are so ass that you can jump and not release the ball, of course it fucking sucks, bro. Trust me, I
But
sympathize. I understand why that would be garbage. Listen, bro, if I tried to pick up a football, I tried to throw it and it didn't leave my hands, I would probably never pick up a football again.
like the thing
Nothing
is,
wrong with
right?
the sport,
Like,
something wrong with me at
all
that
right,
point.
but the problem is, right? Like when I like throw a football, right? Because I've done it before. Like it was profoundly fucking fun to keep trying to get that spiral, right? Like I wanted to attempt it over and over and over again, no matter how much I sucked, right? Same with
Mm,
tennis, right? The thing was fundamentally fun, which is why I was so stubborn about it, right? It just the sport fucking hates me, right? But like
mhm, mhm,
with
mhm.
basketball, it's like it's it just doesn't sit right.
Have you ever
Like
made a shot before?
yes, but as the undershooting guy.
Oh fuck.
There's this one
That's
girl. No. So I was at this like community center, right?
bro did a granny shot.
Bro,
Um, oh
there's this one girl. She was on like this like community basketball team, right? And I was just in the gymnasium because like don't know, I was like on break. And I saw that there were a bunch of basketballs lying around. I was like, all right, nobody's around. I'm gonna try this one more time and see if like see if I still don't have it, right? Anyway, so she walks in after like I'm 4 or 5 attempts in, right? And I'm like, hey, trying to play it off, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna leave now, right? And she was like, I forgot her advice. I'm so mad. She was like, you gotta bend your elbows and then shoot or something like that, right?
what? You had to get told that?
Yeah, and I was like, what do you mean? She's like, come here, and she like, dude, this girl, bless her heart, this like 15-year-old basketball prodigy, like, because that's what she was to me, right? She was like, okay, this is how you shoot a basketball, and I managed to get one shot in thanks to her advice, and I hold that memory very dearly.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't touch basketball again, bro. You know what? You're right. We gotta for no, not for you. For the sake of the sport, bro. For the sake of this sport's integrity, we're good.
Bro,
Thank
because
you.
like I
Thank you
know
for
I
your
know what's gonna happen.
contribution.
I know
Thank
what's
you for
gonna
your
happen.
care, bro.
I'm gonna try like we're gonna try this basketball stream. I'm starting to think there might be a deeper reason Creams doesn't like basketball. I'm not ready for it, bro. I don't want to do it. I simply cannot let this sport beat me like that.
It already has, bro.
Oh
The
yeah, no,
the sport has already beaten you down. If
yep.
you, I keep thinking, right? Jumping up to shoot and the ball not leaving your hand.
Live, I do have the monkey see monkey do thing. I have it in spades. I just when it comes to basketball, I have this block and I don't know what it is. I just for some reason I can see the movements right in my head and I vaguely remember how to do them, but I just can't either do them all at once, like in the right order, or like my aim is just so shit, right? Or I don't have enough power, right? Like I just simply lack like I don't know, the feats to play basketball. Like I feel like I would need to get to like a basketball like a person who has the ability to play start to learn how to play basketball. I feel like maybe my physique doesn't like have that. I don't know, man.
Listen, you may not have the physique to be a fucking professional or collegiate level athlete in the sport, right? But there is no physique excuse outside of like a debilitating disability that should equate to the words you said to me
I,
over the course of this
bro,
basketball discussion,
I
bro.
was like, I didn't. What do you mean bend my fucking elbows?
What do you mean bend my elbows is
Dude,
insane?
like
Cream seems like the type of guy to be bad at Minecraft.
I hate
Cream,
Minecraft.
tell him.
Hate
Yeah, bro
Minecraft.
hates Minecraft.
Fuck
He's
Minecraft.
not good at that one either.
No, you know what I was bad at? Truly bad at. I think I told you the story, bro, but I don't know if I told chat. It's Fortnite, dude.
Oh yeah, no
Dude,
wins.
Fortnite took over my life for 3 months. I played thousands of games, right? In each category, right? Solos, teams, co-op, all of them, right? If I wasn't fucking carried, do you know how many games that I won solo chat?
0.
Zero. 2,900 games, zero wins. Couldn't build for shit. I looked up tutorials. I was obsessed about getting better, right?
So
Can't
you're
fucking
saying
do
we
it.
should do a Fortnite stream, is what you're saying?
Oh, then we do a chess stream after. Right.
That's fine. That's cool with me. If we
But
do,
but
if we're doing a chess stream after though, the only way that difference can be met is if we do some sport. It doesn't even have to be basketball. I'm confident in literally any sport that
Like,
requires
like,
athletics.
and, that's another thing, right? I don't know if I told you this, right? But like, I had this realization. I picked up chess like a week or two, a month or so ago now,
Mm.
and keep in mind, I was starting from dead zero. I didn't know how the pieces moved, right? Let alone like any tactics, openings, any of this shit, right? In that time, I have won like 200, 300 games, maybe, right? Like, and it's a way harder game than Fortnite. I don't know why I seem to have this consistent like gap when it comes to certain things. Like
Things that require the seemingly through line is things that require hand-eye coordination.
maybe like
Because like chess is going to require you to be intelligent, but like
it,
you
it
don't
it
have to
doesn't. It
be
just requires like pattern recognition and like puzzle solving.
sure, right? But what I say that to say like with Fortnite, with things like that, they require some semblance of reaction time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basketball, all those things, it requires you to be somewhat in tune with like how your body moves through space, right?
Mm-hmm.
With chess, you really can do it with pure theory and like no, with chess no one it's never going to be you losing or winning. It's never going to be like, oh, my reaction time was simply too slow,
Mm-hmm.
right? um it's never going to be like that with chess. So it seems to be that once you eliminate all of those roadblocks, you can become really good at something.
All right, but it's like
uh
okay, like if I was to like archery's fun, tabletop tennis is fun, billiards is fun. Let's see,
you
I
can do archery, bro.
yeah,
That's crazy to me.
because it's like I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like I feel like I can do it, right? I don't know how else to describe the sensation, right? But like with a sport like basketball or like tennis, right? It just either the skill gap like is just so fucking high, or maybe like
I'm noticing with archery, right? Like that's a lot of you can take your time, right?
mm-hmm.
You're not like it does not require quick reaction times. You can really think out that
Yeah, but like
process
I,
if
I
you
have
want
it
to.
like I like table tennis like I got down, right? Like it's just bowling too is also like something that takes me a bit and then I like get in the groove, right? But I don't know, man. It, maybe it's like maybe it's just I don't know. Very.
We're making some great breakthrough screens. I think a couple of more sessions
Are
of
you
this.
telling me you really have no blocks for certain sports or certain activities?
I mean, no blocks that are particularly related to the sport or thing. Like, so I'll say this, right? Like, I'm not some fucking god. I'm not good at everything I try, right? But because I play basketball and because like I consider myself an athletic person, those skills tend to transfer over, right? So like if you take me, someone who doesn't play football, and I mean American football by the way, and you put me against someone who also doesn't play football but also doesn't play other sports, I will most likely be better than them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you put me at tennis, same thing, right? Like people who do not play tennis but also don't play a sport at all versus me who doesn't play tennis but has played and does play other sports, right? I will most likely be better, right? Those skills are somewhat on a very basic level transferable. Um, and I also, yeah, I mean that's kind of like ping pong. I'm very normal average person who plays ping pong, maybe 2 times a year level, right? Um, I've never played tennis. I wouldn't be particularly good at it. But I also think I would fall directly in the averages. Maybe if I'm being generous to myself, like I maybe in the upper echelons of those averages, right? But not like I'm not great, but I'm also not horrendously bad, right? Like it's like I'm not jump shot, no ball leaves my hand bad. You know what I mean? Liv said that's why you don't get Maki. Yeah, the pure physicality. Don't like it.
Bro, where did you get this impression that I don't like Maki live?
Well, she's a woman, so um that's crazy.
Man, just saying it so plainly. I don't even have a comeback. Just I'm I got like a whiplash, bro. Fucking hell.
tennis is decently difficult. No, okay. So I'll say this. I think every sport is decently difficult. I'm just saying that like if you were to like I don't know like have people who have never played tennis in their life, right? You take 1,000 people, right? And you have some tennis prodigies, some creamses, and then the average person. I am the average person, right? My hand-eye coordination is not so low that I'm like, or like I don't understand the concept of like fucking a stance, right? But I'm also not gonna be out here like I hit it once. I'm like, based on the trajectory and the angle, yes, I get it. I can do tennis. You know what I mean? I will just be like, I will be in the 500th percentile, right? I'm right in the middle, right there. That's all it is. Um, yeah.
Like I feel
I
like
think yeah.
sorry, I just feel like maybe if I like really dedicated some time or like really committed like getting my body right for it, I feel like I'd hate basketball less.
Dude,
Like
a fucking sports training arc being live streamed would be so hard. That would be so fucking cool. Oh my god, bro. I'm just thinking about like Jesus, man. You just got a fucking headband, some wristbands, you're looking like overly fucking sports, and you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to start. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, and then you make a point. The more you use your body, the easier it is to use. I mean, it's literally it's like you know how you can't flex certain muscles in your body, right?
mm-hmm,
The reason you can't flex them is because you don't use them
mm-hmm,
more, like you don't use them a lot, right? So like
right.
everybody can flex parts of their legs. You use legs all the time, right? You're very in tune with your legs. But like not a lot of people can flex their back at all because guess what? Most motherfuckers are not out here doing pull-ups or rows or shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people aren't using their back muscles in the like outside of the most minimal of ways, right? It's kind of the same thing with your body. Um, if you're not using it in athletic or sports like scenarios, it does follow very logically that of course your body is confused when you fucking try to make it jump, bend your elbow, extend your elbow, and then follow through with your wrist all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Woof.
Man, this is funny. So first it was breathing, hilarious by the way. And
Oh
then
yeah,
and then
so
we're
riot.
at least we're evolving onto general body mechanics, bro. You're progressing. You know what I mean? That's progress for you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. This is so funny. We just spent like 30 minutes on fucking how to move. That's that's what you can expect at the under ones, folks.
Yep.
A
Uh.
blue lock fucking drafts and in body mechanic
Mm-hmm.
class.
Apologies if there's not as much JJK. I think BR and I got JJK'd out yesterday on the higher up stream on NoOps channel.
That and there's no JJK content. You know what I mean?
True,
Like
true. I mean, aside from the
yeah.
shit you're making, don't knock
Yeah,
yourselves
obviously.
out.
Obviously, you know what I mean. But Gag ain't cooking anything right now, you know what I mean? He's letting us go hungry for a little bit. But yeah. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Fucking funny, bro. Whew.
Man. I'm trying to think if there's because I feel like I have something vaguely JJK related to say.
Hmm.
Uh, I noticed something on NoOps stream that I didn't know how to articulate at the time, but I think I do now. Um, do you feel in retrospect? Thank you, Tiberius, for the 5 late. But how's everyone holding up? I think we're about to wind down. Just have like a really quick JJK thing to say, and then I think we're gonna
Yeah.
end out for the day.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
do you think that like once everything is said and done, right? And I mean, as far as the calling games are concerned, in the end, it was disappointing. Seems like a strong word. Less good than it could have been when we were initially like getting started with it.
Um, different. Let me think. I'm trying to think because I kind of get what you mean. The it's significantly different than what I expected, and maybe I could say certain aspects were disappointing or like fell short of expectations. But I don't know if it's like, and this, I can say that, and then I can also follow up by saying like, I don't know if my expectations were like reasonable though, in the sense that like, okay, is expecting Gege to follow up Shibuya with something like 10 times better, grander in scale, better characters, better fights, better art, all of that. I'm like, okay, sure, right? If that's what I expected, I do think it was disappointing or fell short of expectations. But then I also asked myself, I'm like, well, how fair were those expectations of Gege?
Right,
Um,
right.
so I think two things can be true at once, right? I think there can be some level like because I'll be one of the first people that loves JJK to hate on some shit that it does because I just don't like certain decisions, right? Yeah, there are some aspects that I definitely am disappointed in, right? The culling games as a whole, though, I wouldn't say I think it's entirely disappointing. I think I had extremely high expectations. I think I had expectations that it was going to like not even just be better than Shibuya. I had expectations that Shibuya was going to be like ass in comparison, right? So
Mm.
like that may not be fair. That just may not be fair to ask of Gege to do. I may have been expecting too much in the sense that like, dude, Shibuya, that's a hard act to follow in my opinion for like any author.
Mm.
Um, and then just and what I expected, like personally, like oh, larger scope, like more chaos, blah blah blah. That may just not what Gege was going for, right? Cool, whatever. Um, so kind of, but I also feel like there may be some personal accountability fans need to take when it comes to managing those expectations, right? Some
Mm.
some of the things I feel disappointed in are like very valid. I feel like Yuki is the
Gaga, yeah.
fucking yeah, come on. Like that's the flag of disappointment in JJK or whatever, right? Cool. That one I feel like is valid, blah blah blah, you move on. The thing I think we need to do individually is kind of like sift through what our expectations were. And it's only an answer you can come to yourself, but just ask how realistic were your expectations. That's all. Mm. Let's see. The Cooling Game never had the mass chaos and insane rule changes I was looking for. Yeah, I kind of feel that same way. The thing is, when you catch up mid-series, you have expectations, regardless of what they are. We have them. If we read the series after it was finished, we wouldn't have had those expectations. I mean, I kind of agree. Yeah. But that is the nature of reading weekly or whatever. Maybe you know, maybe in a couple of years, right? JDK's over. I've aged, and I come back and I'm like, you know what? This arc wasn't so bad after all. Which I don't think it's bad, by the way. But I'm like, you know what? This arc really did follow up Shibuya properly. I just thought it was this and that, right? But
You think?
unfortunately,
Wait,
I don't
does
think I'm that right now.
do you think the arc's over?
I mean, I don't. I mean, we're still in the cooling games, and I don't think the series is
Yeah.
going to end until the cooling games ends. Like that's the thing, right?
That's so
The
obnoxious, man. Like if
the yeah, the thing is like
like on Gege's part, I mean, not you.
yeah.
It just
Yeah.
like the calling games like novelty has kind of served its
Oh,
purpose, right?
someone said you're muted. I don't know if you can
I'm
check that real quick.
I'm not.
Okay, cool. Just
Yeah,
want to make sure.
that's weird.
No,
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah,
Thanks for
um,
pushing it.
yeah. I was a muted chat. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say, the calling game's novelty seems to have run its course, and it feels like it should be well and truly done with now, but it's just not.
Yeah, it
And
just depends on where you have that starting topic point. Because like for me, the Killing Games arc started in chapter like I think it's 161 when Eugene Megami enter. Right,
mhm.
that is just my personal starting point of the Killing Games proper. And because the games have not ended and we're still in them, right? You can say, oh, the arc's still going now, but where I personally like draw that cutoff is at Sakurajima ending, and the reason I do that is just because that is when we stopped and at least until we get to see further stuff. Because if like we see and Gege finishes it, we see the cooling game's over, blah blah blah. That's how everything ends, right? Cool, fine, whatever. This may just be Gege's like I think this is like Wano in the sense that we're just here for a fucking long time. This may be his great ninja war arc, you know what I mean? This may just be the arc that takes up a majority of the series, and that's cool. That's whatever, right? Um, but like when you look at it from 161 to now, I'm like, there are some really high moments. Like it is there are some moments that I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, oh no, these are all time great JJK moments for these characters and blah blah blah. There are certain aspects that I really enjoy. I enjoy more than I enjoy in Shibuya, but it's like it the cooling games could have been so many different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like there was unless Gege abided almost strictly by what I imagined, it was always going to fall short in some aspects, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just feel like it's like I said, like an 8 out of 10 arc if Shibuya is a 10, right? I know you and I think no op said like 7.5 or whatever. That's cool. That's fair. Um, I still think it's a good arc. I still like it more than I don't like it. Um, but it is it's not an arc that I can say was like, oh my god, bro. I genuinely from the bottom of my heart believe this was like excellent from start to finish. I don't, right? There are very clear dips, and those dips don't have to be fucking. It doesn't have to be abysmal crash tier shonen. It can just be a dip from excellence to mediocrity or just being okay or whatever, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I feel about the cooling games in general.
Mm. It's just gonna be crazy if the end is still like considered the calling games, because it feels like. Do you think Kenjaku was going to end it before Gojo got sealed, but now that before when Gojo was sealed, or do you think?
No, he was because he set the rule like that. He set the rule so that once everybody that wasn't Suguru Geto or Megumi Fushiguro was dead, the cooling games would end, right? And he obviously didn't want Gojo to come back because now what that means is until he kills Gojo and everybody else, the games cannot end, which I imagine Kenjaku did not want to have to do. He wanted
Mm,
to. He most likely, if I had to just guess, right, he wanted to kill everybody, have the cooling games end, and then maybe some distant part in the future he brings back Gojo. He's like, "Hey, bro, it's been a while. You see this giant fucking curse? I think that guy's gonna beat you up. See you later. Whatever, some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think Kenjaku's intentions were. Um, cooling games is weird. I might. I don't know. Look, it's just such a weird thing because it doesn't have a very clear start and finish. Not that it's hard to explain. Shibuya was Shibuya all the way through. There is no possible way to misinterpret what we should consider part of the Shibuya incident arc.
mm,
Impossible. I mean, Gege fucking named every chapter Shibuya incident part 1.
mm-hmm.
Shibuya incident like it was just there the whole time, right? We have the chapter numbers and then also we once we left Shibuya, it was kind of clear, right? From part 1 to part 53, Gege writes it out for us, right? So Shibuya is very clear. Hidden inventory is very clear. All these other arcs are very clear. But if it's just the time that the cooling games are active to the times they are closed, this arc is going to be this arc is a majority of the series. I think. Um, I think. Let me think. So if it's from yeah, it's almost 100 chapters on its own. If it and if you know
Are you
and
counting
if
from when
Kinja,
they like go into
I'm
the calling
no,
games, or?
no. I'm saying. So this is like if we're counting when the cooling game started to when it's going to end, it's probably going to be over 100 chapters. And I say that because I don't think everybody's going to be killed in the span of 10 chapters. You know what I mean? Right now it's around 90. If you count, like once again, strictly counting it from the perspective of the cooling game's arc starts when the cooling game starts, and the cooling game arc ends when the cooling game ends. That's kind of how, for at least for the sake of like talking about it like this, the arc is just a really long. Um,
Mm, cool.
yeah. So yeah. What about you?
I think what I wanted from the calling games was probably a little big. I'm not disappointed, right? Like, cause those are my expectations, right? Not necessarily Gege's vision,
Mm-hmm.
but I think in terms of scope, I'm willing to make that compromise. But in terms of like results, no, I'm satisfied, right? Like Meguna happened, that was a huge shock. Yuji versus Sukuna was not something I had in the bingo cards. Maki's awakening, or her second awakening. like a lot of, and seeing Hikari in action was fucking great. Not to mention like the old sorcerers, getting to see them. Like it was a solid arc, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm a little 50-50 on the Yorozu fight as time goes on.
Hmm.
But that one is either going to age like milk or wine, depending on how Sukuna's love thing gets interpreted.
Yeah.
Because like when you said it on the Gojo episode about Sukuna loving Gojo, or like that
Hmm.
being what that means, I was like, all right, hold on. Yorozu might have been cooking. She might have been onto something, right, about this love shit. Because I'm like, if that's the angle, that's a solid angle to play with. I think it shifted my expectations as far as like, oh, how do you think Gojo and Sukuna will end? It's probably going to end with both of them taking each other out. I just like
Hmm.
that very much, because there's this other thing you said. It was I don't know if it was the same episode, but you're like, if Gojo like dies taking Kenjaku out, he's gonna be a bum. Like fraud allegations, like nonstop, right?
Yeah, I mean the concept of him losing, or like if Kenjaku fucking touches that guy, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be like,
like
what
even
the hell
even
are you doing,
stalemating
bro?
him. Yeah, like none of that, right? I'm like, there's got to be a way to preserve Gojo's integrity as the strongest, getting rid of Sukuna, while at the same time seeing Gojo's philosophy through, or alternatively, seeing how Reggie and Itadori's grandfather have cursed each of them
Huh.
respectively. Um,
Yeah.
and I just think, Gojo and Sukuna being off the board, um, and I don't know, Yuta or Miwa killing Kenjaku, or fucking Yuji taking Sukuna with him. I don't know, something along those lines. I'm like, all right, bro, we got it. There's a lot of people that have to die.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, let's see. They're in 37 until 221. Technically, has been all the Coin games. Yeah. Very long arc. Very long arc.
Can't wait to start to when we get off break again for
Yeah.
JJK. Only because I just want to see how they're gonna spend this month.
I'm curious too. Yeah. I'm very curious.
Like it's
But I
it's not
forgot
even. It's like it's not even a.
in that.
I literally said like y'all. This is how I know y'all didn't watch higher ups. I literally shouted out Maki as like part of my theory or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. I more than I want like, oh yeah, man, this is what we're gonna do, or whatever, blah blah blah. It's like, look, let him hug Gojo, let him be like, it's been so long, all this shit, right? But
Hmm.
just if the last panel is, I'm gonna be so for real, I missed you guys, but you need so much training. Like it's not even funny how pathetic y'all are. Like I appreciate you getting me out, good first step, but y'all are not ready to hang for what comes next. Politely,
So,
speaking with love.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah,
It's that battlefield where that training's gonna. It's that battlefield where that flip's gonna switch. I feel like.
better, bro. It
Hmm.
fucking better. Also, shout out One Piece for having a crazy ass chapter this week.
I rescind that shout out.
Bro, I can't wait till you start streaming One Piece. I'm gonna be in chat all the time, just being like, yo, let's fucking go. I need to support you so you don't like fall off again.
I can't wait for you to be constantly bombarded with Sanji hate and not being able to say anything about it. And that's gonna be my favorite part of you being in chat.
Oh, by the way, unrelated. Kodansha's manga app thing drops this week.
I did not, but now I do.
Yeah,
That's cool.
May 10th. Can't wait. I've been fiending for a fucking Kodansha counterpart to Viz and Shonen Jump.
Yeah, let's get to a real magazine, shall we? Real peak.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this very laid back kind of break week episode of the greatest podcast on earth.
Yeah,
Um,
appreciate you guys joining us. Hope you guys have a nice rest of your Sunday. And I think JJK, we're gonna see it next week. Is that the case, right?
yeah,
Or is
yeah,
it a week after that?
it should be
Cool.
this week. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, coming in 7 days. So next week we should have a JJK episode for you talking about the next chapter. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a nice rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right. Also, I am uploading this week. It's a Creams upload week. So
Like, round of applause, guys.
yeah, it's
Let's show
gonna be
some
I
love
think
when
Friday
he
is what
uploads.
I'm gonna shoot for. But yeah, watch that when it drops. Uh, thanks for watching.